This is the box for the Apple Vision Pro. So last week was a big week for Apple, and we saw customers getting their Apple Vision Pro. Previous to that, we saw a little bit of hands-on, some pictures and a few thoughts and things, but it wasn't until it got into the widely read reviewers' hands and customers' hands that we started to see a little bit more about the Vision Pro. This is just a simple unboxing, which you've seen already, but I'm going to include a little bit about my story. Hello everybody, this is Matthew Miller, otherwise known as Palm Solo, and I may bore you with this story, but you may be able to relate to it as well. So when Apple first announced the Apple Vision Pro, I thought, oh great, another AR, VR headset, this time it's from Apple. It's probably a little bit better, and when they showed it off, I didn't see a lot of compelling reasons. I mean, it's wonderful to look at a 100-inch VR display in 3D movies and some of the games and experiences and things like that, but it really didn't grab me. Now, I've been an early adopter for decades. I bought the first compact iPad PDA, I bought the first Apple Watch, I bought the first Sony Clie, first iPad. I was in line overnight with my daughters for the first iPhone. I've seen it all, and I'm usually an early adopter, and if this thing was priced at $2,000, I would have been first to order it. But at $3,400 plus tax and things, it's going to run me over $4,000. And I didn't think I would enjoy it. I come from a long line of loggers. I love the outdoors. I picked up fly fishing a few years ago because I just wanted to get away from all the screens and the distractions of the tech world and stand in a river by myself in peace and swing that fly rod. I love the outdoors. I'm in harmony with nature when I'm walking on a trail. And I thought to myself, why would I want to buy a headset that closes me into a world where I'm isolated from people? Right? And then I saw many reviews out there, and I started to see some of the experiences. Now, at this time, I still think on an international flight, watching the Apple Vision Pro is probably one of the best use cases, but that's not worth $4,000. What could be worth $4,000? Watching a bunch of NBA video games, watching and playing games? I'm going into this experience trying to see if things like VMware's Horizon works, where I can actually access my engineering work computer from this headset. Can I get work done attached with a Bluetooth keyboard and things like that? So it's really about the use cases. Can it be used for work? And if it can be used for work, how much value does that add? I am a fan of tech and an early adopter, and I'm going to have to show my wife if it's worth the $4,000. She gets vertigo, and my wife's very claustrophobic. Like when I even send her pictures of me going into a tank on a barge or something like that, she starts to hyperventilate. So it'll be very interesting to first try it out for myself and then experiment and have my wife try it out. I haven't seen anybody talking about feeling dizzy or sick or anything else like that. So I'm very interested in seeing what her experiences are like within that 2-week period if she thinks that it's worth that $4,000. Now, I have an international flight coming up. I sure would like to use that, but I'm not going to pay $4,000 for that experience alone. Although I didn't buy a business class seat and I am sitting in coach. Let's go ahead and unbox this thing. So as you can see, I was able to get a Apple Vision Pro. Now the interesting thing is when as I mentioned, when pre-orders were launched, I had no interest at all. After seeing reviews, I was interested. I went online. It wasn't going to ship until the end of the month, and that was too late for me because I have a trip coming up. So I asked questions on Twitter, never got much response. Can you go to a store and just buy one? And it wasn't clear to me if you could or not. Finally, in the Apple Store app on my iPhone, it said there was one available at a store not too far away, so I scheduled the appointment, showed up early, and you can get them no problem. So the guy said that the Vision Pros are there. It's getting the light guard and the headset or the headband that may limit availability for your specific fit. It turns out I have one of the most popular ones, I guess the 21W band, which is good, or light guard. And so yeah, you may have luck just going there and getting them. So there's 2 custom boxes. I did order, since I have a trip coming up, the travel case. They made this travel case, which is interesting because when he brought it over to me, I said, oh, I didn't order an Apple pillow. It has kind of almost like a down outside covering on it, and it looks very much like a travel pillow. And then if we open it up, let's see what's inside. It's fairly rigid underneath this soft cover, and inside we have looks like a bag, and then some props, and then where the adapter goes in there. Pretty soft inside, kind of felt material with some foam, it feels like. So very protective, I imagine. I do know there's third parties. I know Waterfield Designs is making a case for the Vision Pro, and I'm sure there's some others. So that's the travel case. And then this is the box for the Apple Vision Pro, and the sales clerk said that over on the side is just enough room to fit an extra AC adapter in there, or battery pack, which I did not buy because I figured I could use one of my other battery packs that I have and things like that. So here's the box. Pretty sizable, pretty hefty. Vision Pro on one side. There's an image there. I did already peel off these two strips because my video camera was not recording at first. There's three variants, 256, 512, and 1 terabyte. I went middle of the road, went for the 512 for a couple $100 extra. I figured as long as you're spending that much money, we'll see. Off the top here, and what do we have? So there it is. There's the headset in all its glory right on top. And it looks like it would be a cardboard little insert to protect it and keep it in shape. And then we lift it off. And so there's the headset. This is the strap that I think I read it was made with recycled yarn. I have to look into that a little bit more. It's very soft. This is sized for people. And then it has like the same kind of material like a sock on the front, imagine. Just kind of comes off with elastic. And there's the Vision Pro headset. I did see a teardown, Zach's jerry rig, I think it was. This is plastic, so be very careful that you do not scratch that. The AppleCare Plus is $500, but the sales associate said that repairs, if you don't have that, are something like $2,400. So $500 plus another couple $100 for the fee may be worth it, depending on what you do. And I'll have to look at that. I do have 60 days, I guess, to buy that. The headset itself, pretty basic. The strap attaches there. There's a tightening knob on the side for the strap. It's very easy to remove it. You just pull these orange tabs, I think. And then this is the light guard. This is something else that's fit to the specific person. And then you can maybe see inside. I don't know if you can see inside there. We'll show that later, but there's the headset. It does feel nice. It's very heavy. It is a lot of metal around the edge, so it does feel like it's some quality. It should be at a price of $4,000, well, $4,000 after taxes to $5,000, I suppose. Okay, so that's the headsets in there. Let's see what's underneath here. We have some things. Let's go to this side. Polishing cloth. So we paid for a nice polishing cloth for the outside. That's good. This is a light seal cushion. So there is an extra light seal cushion, which also is attached magnetically, I understand. So nice that you get one of those. I guess if you're sweaty and you trash the other one, you can put another light guard seal in there. Over on this side, this looks like it might be a manual. And if we look through, yes, I would pull that out, because that has the directions of how I'm supposed to use this thing and set myself up. So I'll set that aside and use that later in my setup. This says this is the dual loop band. Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know much about this, but this is another over-the-head band. I don't know if you use it in lieu of the soft strap or in addition to. I'll have to research that, but I'll set that aside as well because I may use that. It's the dual loop band. Underneath, look at that. If you too spend $3,500 to $4,500, you will get a Apple charger and a USB cable because it doesn't come with your tablet or your phone. There we go. And then the battery pack, which must always be plugged in. I understand this powers the headset. There's an Apple logo on it. There is USB-C on here, so you can attach other battery packs or this AC adapter. And then it has a cable, and at the end of the cable is a unique little fitting that connects directly to the headset. So that's an unboxing of the Apple Vision Pro. I'm going to go down, set it all up, and give it a try. Thanks everybody for watching. May the mobile force be with you, and please subscribe and ask me any questions as I try to see if I can justify and not get killed by my wife for the $4,000 that I just spent on this first generation device.